Back in May 16, 1992, Mexican singer-songwriter Chelino Sanchez gave what turned out to be one of his most unforgettable performances. Rocked the stage with his biggest hits, and the crowd was loving every second of it. But what no one knew at the time was that this would be his final show, and it all traced back to the life Chelino had lived. See, Chelino was born in 1960 in a rough farming village in Sinaloa, Mexico, a place riddled with poverty and inequality. The wealthy and powerful pretty much did whatever they pleased, and sadly, Chelino's family felt the effects firsthand. When Chelino was just 15, a local thug named El Chapo Perez assaulted his sister. Chelino wasn't about to let that slide. At a party one night, he spotted El Chapo, pulled out a weapon, and shot him point blank. Since El Chapo had powerful connections, Chelino had no choice but to skip town. He fled to Tijuana, then crossed into the US to lay low. After building a life in America, Chelino teamed up with his brother to smuggle people across the border, but tragedy struck in 1984 when his brother was murdered in a Tijuana hotel. Heartbroken, Chelino poured his pain into music, writing a song in traditional Mexican style called Corrido. He didn't hold back either. His lyrics openly talked about drugs, violence, and the gritty reality of his life. While serving time in a Tijuana prison, Chelino's music caught on with other inmates, spreading fast throughout Mexico's underworld. By the time he got out, his style had gained a new name, Narco Corrido. From there, Chelino's fame exploded, and by 1991, he was packing out arenas on tour. But fame couldn't erase the dangers from his past. In January 1992, during one of his concerts, a man stormed the stage with a weapon. Instead of running, Chelino drew his own weapon and fired back. The gunman was killed. 10 people in the crowd were injured, and Chelino himself took a bullet but survived. Sadly, his luck didn't last much longer. About 5 months later, Chelino was performing in Culiacan, Mexico, giving what would be remembered as one of his best and last performances. Mid-show, someone handed him a note. In the footage, you can actually see Chelino read it, freeze up, and start sweating. He stares out into the crowd, visibly shaken, before pushing through the rest of his set. Before leaving the stage, Chelino made a point to say a heartfelt goodbye to his fans and friends, almost like he knew what was coming. Later that night, he was kidnapped and executed with a bullet to the back of his head. The chilling part? That note he read basically told him, "We're going to kill you after the show." Tragically, Chelino knew it wasn't an empty threat, and that performance we all saw, he knew it would be his last. To this day, no one really knows who was behind his murder, and it's unlikely the truth will ever come out. Caught on camera, footage obtained by Cleveland.com and the Plain Dealer shows 2 young suspects targeting a 61-year-old woman in a shocking carjacking incident. In the video, the pair can be seen approaching the woman, taking her car and speeding off. But things didn't stop there. One of the teens was later seen behind the wheel of the stolen vehicle, attempting to run down 2 young girls. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt, but the video has left the community shaken, sparking concerns about rising youth violence and reckless behavior. Just in case you forgot how dangerous cars can be, here's a chilling reminder. Surveillance footage from Los Angeles captured a tragic hit-and-run accident in Kuka Park. A 40-year-old man was crossing a busy street, not at a crosswalk, but still trying to make his way safely across. Sadly, just as he was nearly to the other side, a car whipped around the corner and struck him, launching him several car lengths down the road. The driver didn't even hit the brakes, they just kept going. Tragically, the man didn't survive the impact. As of the latest reports, LAPD is still searching for the person behind the wheel. Back in May 12, 2015, a woman named Connie was going about her morning when she heard what sounded like gunshots coming from her neighbor's house in Sand Lake, Michigan. Since her neighbor, 46-year-old Marty Durham, was known to hunt in the area, she didn't think much of it at first. Later that day, Connie's husband, Keith, mentioned that Marty hadn't been answering his phone or texts, After work, Connie decided to check things out. The Durham house was quiet, doors locked, so she figured they weren't home and went back. But after a whole day with no word from either Marty or his wife Glenna, Connie got worried. She went back to the house and this time noticed the door was unlocked. Stepping inside, she found the living room in complete disarray. It looked like someone had broken in, but what she found next was far worse. In the master bedroom, Connie discovered both Marty and Glenna on the floor, covered in blood. Horrified, she ran outside and called for help. Emergency responders rushed to the scene and declared both of them dead, or so they thought. About an hour later, a police officer on site noticed Glenna seemed to be breathing. He rushed over and to his shock, she opened her eyes and sat up, despite a bullet wound behind her ear. Glenna somehow survived. Marty, however, wasn't as lucky. He had been shot 5 times and didn't make it. Investigators soon found a Ruger revolver under the living room couch along with some cartridges and a bullet in the couple's bed. At first it seemed like a robbery gone horribly wrong, but with no clear suspects, the police started digging deeper, and what they found was chilling. Turns out, 2 days before Marty's body was found, Glenna had texted her mom saying "love you," was sorry. Even more suspicious, right after that text, Glenna's phone accessed a webpage about the exact type of revolver that was found in the house. On top of that, investigators uncovered letters Glenna had written to her kids, sounding a lot like goodbye notes. When Glenna was finally well enough to talk, she denied everything: the gun search, the letters, and even remembering what happened that day. Despite all this, there still wasn't enough solid evidence to arrest her. But then, out of all things, a talking parrot helped crack the case wide open. The couple's African gray parrot, Bud, had been handed over to Marty's ex-wife after his death. Not long after, Bud started repeating something unsettling, what sounded like an argument between Glenna and Marty.
A month or so after Bud got here, I would hear him scream and squawk, and it would happen a lot at nighttime. But then one day, literally, he just kept going over and over again, the same and it sounded like 2 different voices. And I was just so freaked out that I took it upon myself to record it.
While Bud's testimony couldn't be used in court, it gave investigators the push they needed to dig deeper. When they tested the weapon for DNA, guess whose DNA was all over it? Glenna's. Turns out, Marty had been selling his prescription meds to make ends meet after a car accident left him on disability. He trusted Glenna to handle the money, but instead she gambled a huge chunk of it away, all while telling Marty she was paying off their mortgage. When Marty finally found out the truth, he was furious, and foreclosure on the house was looming. Rather than face the fallout, Glenna staged the whole thing to look like a robbery and even try to end her own life. In June 2016, Glenna was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison for Marty's murder, all while Bud the parrot kept squawking the grim truth. Watch this seriously disturbing CCTV footage. It's the last time we see this little 3-year-old girl, Lexi, alive. Her own mom, Louise Porton, who was like a part-time model, killed her. The video shows Porton bringing Lexi into their house in Rugby. Just hours later, she suffocated her. Then, like not even 3 weeks later, she does the same thing to her baby, Scarlett, who was only 16 months old. Apparently, she killed them because they were messing with her side hustle, which was basically being a sex worker. Then she stops at a gas station, fills up her car, and Scarlett's in the back, either dead or dying. This woman, Porton, was making money by hooking up with guys she met online and sending them dirty pictures and videos. And today, they found her guilty of murdering both her kids. In Saudi Arabia, using your phone while driving is blamed for around 78% of road accidents, and sadly, 2 young men became part of that statistic. In 2017, the pair had been filming themselves on Snapchat just moments before they were tragically killed in a head-on crash. In the the chilling video, you can see them smiling and singing along to music, completely unaware of what was about to happen. They were cruising down the highway between Al Rai and Al Basha in Saudi Arabia, having a good time when suddenly the camera shakes violently. You hear panicked screams and then silence. Both men died on the spot. That haunting video now serves as a grim reminder. Keep your eyes on the road. No snap or selfie is worth your life. Newly released CCTV footage reveals the haunting final moments of Ramnik Jogia before he was tragically abducted and killed during a failed robbery at his jewelry shop in Leicester. The video shows Mr. Jogia locking up his shop and heading across the road to his home on Brandon Street around 7:50 p.m. About an hour later, a man is seen crossing the street and heading straight to the shop's entrance. He slips inside through the door. By 9:56 p.m., another man is seen leaving the store carrying a large bag. He pauses for a moment, glances back, then continues down the road, a chilling clue in a crime that ended in tragedy. Back in 1986, NBC 7 San Diego aired a segment on highway safety, giving tips on what to do if your car breaks down. The message was simple: stay in your car, lock the doors, turn on your hazard lights, and wait for help, even if it takes all night.
If your car should become disabled, the rule of thumb is stay inside. There are signs you can get to put on the back window to summon for help. If strangers should offer assistance, tell them to call police or the CHP.
Just stay in the vehicle, lock all the doors, turn on the emergency flashers, and wait for help to come. Even if you have to wait all night, it's better to be in the safety of your vehicle and spend the night than to try to walk and get assistance.
The broadcast even featured a ride-along with California Highway Patrol Officer Craig Pye, who warned about the dangers of trusting strangers. His words were chilling in hindsight. Anything could happen. You could be robbed or even killed.
Anything could happen. Being a female, you could be robbed if you're a male, all the way to where you could be killed. Once you get in that other person's car, you're at their mercy.
Bottom line, though, is that preventing all this trouble is easy. Be sure your car works, and as simple as it sounds, be sure you've got gas. Because even if you're lucky enough to get some, you still may be taking your life in your own hands.
Do you realize how dangerous it is?
Yes, I realize. In fact, I was putting the gas in, and an 18-wheeler came by and almost blew me away. Truthfully.
At the time, this seemed like just another public service announcement, but in reality, it was a response to a horrifying crime that had just shaken the city. 2 days before the broadcast, on December 27, 20-year-old Kara Knott, an honor student at San Diego State University, vanished without a trace. She had spent Christmas with her family and then stayed at her boyfriend Wayne Bautista's house for a couple of days, helping him recover from the flu. Around 8 p.m. on the 27th, she called her dad, Sam, to let him know she was on her way home, a drive that should have taken 30 minutes. But 2 hours passed and she never showed. By 1 a.m., her worried father got up and told his wife, "I'm gonna find Kara." He drove straight to Wayne's house, hoping she was still there, but Wayne said she had left right after making that call. The family and Wayne then retraced the route she would have taken home, searching for any sign of her, but there was nothing. She had simply disappeared. Then, at 5:15 a.m., they made a chilling discovery. Kara's white Volkswagen Beetle was found abandoned at the Mercy Road exit off I-15. The driver's side window was halfway down. The keys were still in the ignition, and all her belongings were untouched inside the car. Kara was nowhere to be seen. Police launched an immediate search, and soon after they found her body 70 feet below a nearby bridge. The autopsy revealed she had been strangled before being thrown off. Strangely, aside from rope burns around her neck and a mysterious head injury, there were no signs of violence. There were also no clues pointing to a motive. Nothing had been stolen, and there was no evidence of an attack inside the car. At first, Wayne was the prime suspect. He was the last person to see her alive, but his alibi checked out. He was home sick when the crime happened. The only clue investigators had was a gas station receipt found in her car, showing she had stopped at a Chevron station about 15 miles from the crime scene, but questioning employees led nowhere. Desperate for leads, police turned to the media, broadcasting Kara's disappearance and asking the public for help. This is where things took a shocking turn. After the highway safety segment with Officer Craig Pye aired, the hotline was flooded with calls, but not about Kara. Instead, dozens of women came forward with disturbing stories. They all claimed that a patrol officer had pulled them over and directed them down the exact same deserted Mercy Road exit where Kara had been found. They said he kept them there for hours and sometimes even got into their passenger seats. And the officer they were all describing? Craig Pye, the same cop who had been on TV telling people how to stay safe. Pye tried to clear his name by showing his logbook, which supposedly placed him miles away at the time, but investigators quickly noticed something sketchy. His log had eraser marks all over it. A deeper dive into his past revealed an avalanche of evidence against him. When police searched his car, they found a thick yellow rope that matched the marks on Kara's neck. They also found a flashlight. Its shape and size matched the wound on her head. But the final nail in the coffin? A tiny gold fiber found on Kara's sweatshirt. Forensic tests confirmed it was identical to the gold threads in the patch of Pye's uniform. At this point, the pieces fell into place. Investigators believed Pye had pulled Kara over, just like he had with so many others. But this time, she fought back, maybe even threatened to report him. That's when he snapped. He hit her with his flashlight, strangled her with a rope, and then realizing what he had done, made sure she would never talk. He placed her body on the hood of his car, drove up the bridge, and threw her off. On January 16, 1987, Pye was arrested at his own. He was later sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. He's applied for parole twice, but both times he was denied. The most chilling part, if he hadn't done that TV interview preaching about highway safety just days after committing the crime, he might have gotten away with it. In November 2016, a woman named Brandy Worley from Darlington, Indiana, made a chilling 911 call. She told the operator in an eerily calm voice that she had stabbed herself and killed her 2 kids. When the cops arrived, they found the bodies of 7-year-old Tyler and 3-year-old Charlie tucked under blankets in Charlie's bedroom. Both had been stabbed to death. Brandy was sitting in the living room, nursing a stab wound on her neck. She went on to say she did it because her husband, Jason, wanted a divorce. She didn't want him to take the kids away. When asked where she stabbed herself, she just said in the neck and confirmed she was bleeding everywhere. She also admitted she had taken a lot of Benadryl before calling 911.
203 South Addison Street.
In what town?
Darlington.
Hey, what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's your name?
Brandy Worley.
Brandy what?
Worley.
Okay. How do you spell your last name?
Worley.
And where are the children at?
In my daughter's room on the floor.
In your daughter's room on the floor? Okay. And what caused you to do this today?
My husband wanted a divorce and wanted to take my kid. I won't let him have my kid.
Okay, and how old are your children?
7 and 3.
10 and 3?
7.
7 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where did you stab yourself at?
In the neck.
Okay, are you bleeding?
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
Okay, and where are you at?
In my living room.
You're in your living room?
Mm-hmm.
Are you armed now with the knife still?
No, it's in my children's room.
Okay, are you still there? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, where's your husband at?
Downstairs somewhere.
Okay, what's his condition?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
And when you say downstairs, is he in a basement or?
Yeah.
Okay, what's his name?
Jason.
Nathan?
Jason.
Jason? Jason Worley?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any other weapons with you?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay. And what are you feeling right now? I mean, you're tired? Are you,
Yeah, I took a lot of Benadryl.
You took a lot of Benadryl?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And is there anyone else in the residence besides Your children and you and your husband?
I called my mom.
You called your mom? What did she say?
I hang up and call 911 and she'd be here in a second. The last thing?
No, just I'm having a hard time. I have a hard time hearing you. What did you say your mom's name was?
Rosemary, though.
Rosemary Odell.
Tyler was born in 2009 and was a first grader at Sugar Creek Elementary. He loved sports and dreamed of working with computers. Charlie, born 4 years later, was in preschool, loved story time at the library, and took dance classes. Brandy and Jason had been married since 2009, but the relationship had been rocky. The day before the murders, Jason finally filed for divorce. That evening, they all went to Charlie's dance program together before heading home for dinner. At some point, Brandy said she needed to go out and buy pipe cleaners. Instead, she bought the knife she would use to kill her kids. Jason was asleep in the basement when he woke up to screams. When he ran upstairs, he saw what had happened. Tyler and Charlie were pronounced dead at the scene. Brandy was rushed to the hospital and, despite her injuries, made a full recovery. The murder sent shockwaves through the small town of Darlington. Neighbors were stunned.
Kind of disbelief, definitely sadness. It's not something that it's definitely not something you hear happening in Darlington.
I looked down the street and I just seen all the cop cars, so I knew something was wrong.
The Montgomery County Sheriff held a press conference, refusing to release too many details, saying they didn't want to jeopardize the investigation.
Additional details of this crime will be released until the investigation is complete, as to not jeopardize the integrity of the investigation. I can't imagine the pain and the grief that these families are experiencing this morning. Please keep these families in your thoughts and prayers. I'll be happy to answer any questions I can.
But the grief in the community was obvious. Jason set up a GoFundMe to help cover funeral costs, and it quickly raised over $50,000. At first, Brandy pleaded not guilty and tried to claim insanity, but after a psychiatric evaluation, she changed her plea to guilty on 2 counts of murder. During her sentencing, she refused to apologize or explain why she did it. The judge handed down a 120-year prison sentence, calling the crime unnatural and senseless. Since being locked up, Brandy has reportedly shown zero remorse for what she did. She's diagnosed with depression but remains unemotional about the murders. A mother who took her children's lives, all because she didn't want to lose them in a divorce. It's a case that still haunts anyone who hears about it. Prosecutors say Laken Riley fought for her life for a brutal 18 minutes before her skull was crushed by an illegal migrant, an attack that sent shockwaves through the country and became a major flashpoint in the presidential election. Riley, a 22-year-old nursing student, was found murdered on the University of Georgia campus on February 22, after her friend reported she hadn't come back from her morning run. On the first day of the trial, prosecutors laid out their case against 26-year-old Jose Ibarra, an illegal migrant with ties to the violent Venezuelan Tren de Aragua gang. They claim Ibarra attacked Riley, attempting to sexually assault her, and when she fought back, he smashed her skull to silence her.
They asked him about scratch marks on his arms.
I noticed on his right bicep there was a scratch. On his left arm, he had a forearm scratch, which looked like fingernail scratches to me.
A police officer named Zach Davis of ACCPD finds this hoodie jacket. And when he looks in and sees it, it's in a recycling bin, and it's standing out because it's right on top, and he noticed it had long, dark hair on it. Suspicious. So he calls UGA PD. They respond at 9 o'clock on the day of Laken's murder. They're there. They notice, they look around and see that one of the residents in this apartment and B32 had what's called a Eufy camera, which is like a Ring camera but works a little different, had a camera aimed at that dumpster. And this is what they saw. At 9:44 in the morning, about 15 minutes after Laken Riley's heart stopped, this is what they see.
Taylor Shabusiness, a 25-year-old woman, made headlines not just for her gruesome crime but also for her shocking courtroom behavior. After being charged with the brutal murder of her 24-year-old boyfriend Shad Therian, she requested a competency hearing to determine if she was fit to stand trial. The case began in February 23, 2022 with a disturbing 911 call. A man, barely able to process what he had seen, reported that his girlfriend had found the severed head of her son in their basement.
County Public Safety, how may I help you?
Yes, I'd like an officer at 829 Stony Brook. Girlfriend just woke me up and swears that she found her severed head of her son in the basement.
Okay, can you repeat the address, sir?
829 Stony Brook.
Okay, tell me what's happening there again?
I have no clue what's happening. My girl swears that she's found her severed head of her son in the basement.
Did you go down there?
In a bucket. I went down, I can't tell what. Part of my language, I'm kind of freaked out.
Officers in Green Bay, Wisconsin arrived at the scene shortly after 2 a.m., where they discovered a human head inside a bucket. Nearby, a blood-soaked mattress and pillow, along with a metal chain used in the killing, confirmed the gruesome reality of the crime.
I opened the towel, I picked up the towel and dropped it because I don't know what the and I had bad vision and she's like, is that what I think? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is.
Do you want to stay with those two? I'm just going to see it.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
So right there. Look right, there's a bucket with a towel on it.
Just keep that.
Authorities quickly identified Taylor as a suspect, and it didn't take long to locate her.
Nothing. Hey. Is this blood? Does this look like blood to you? Or am I just tripping? Bloody footprint? You see this right here? Could possibly be blood. Hey, who did that? Hi, Taylor, how's it going? Officer Russell with the Green Bay Police Department. Just make sure you ain't got nothing on you here. Taylor, you have one more for your arrest. Just put your hands behind your back quick.
Anybody else in your apartment?
You got blood on your hands here too. No, on your hands. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to.
What apartment is it?
What apartment are you in?
Do you have it? Adam 3 come up? You got somebody to get up here.
On the double.
Which apartment?
One is what they came back to.
Found wandering an apartment complex with blood on her clothing, she was taken into custody without resistance. Investigations revealed that Taylor had been having an affair with Shad despite being married and having a child. On the night of the murder, the couple had been consuming meth and prescription drugs while engaging in intimate activity in the basement of Shad's mother's house. At some point, Taylor wrapped a metal chain around his neck and began choking him. Shad struggled, his face turning purple as he coughed up blood. Eventually, he stopped breathing.
You are a day.
I don't know, like I was kind of like dozing off, like nodding out.
He was dead already? Was his head still on?
No, I took that off. That was the first thing I took off.
Okay.
I wanted the head.
What about the rest of his body?
I didn't even take it. And then the rest of his body, it's Like all the fucking, I don't even know what it is. It's in a big blue container, you know? And it's big
container?
Tupperware. It's like a big Tupperware. It's not a Tupperware, but it's a Tupperware container. Like a
big storage code?
Yeah, one of those. And then,
So that's where the body parts are in? Or I thought they were in a black bag.
they are.
What followed was even more horrifying. After killing him, Taylor proceeded to decapitate the body, placing Shad's head in a bucket. She then removed his organs, scattered body parts throughout the house, and even took a shower with some of them, showing no apparent remorse. She later described her actions to investigators in chilling detail, admitting to engaging in further disturbing behavior with the remains.
Also, when you used the
Yeah.
did you have sex with his body at all? At any point, or any type of contact? You know, obviously the stuff, but...
I grinded on him, I put the...
You grinded on?
Yeah, I listened.
Did you ever put his... You just grind on him?
And then he got half, he was like half hard while I was still I was dead. Yeah.
Okay. And was that part of playing with him, or?
That is part of playing with him.
That was part of playing with him. Did you?
Actually, I was just I was severing his head while I was doing that too with him.
You were stopping
Yeah.
During her trial, Taylor attempted to plead not guilty by reason of insanity, but the evidence against her was overwhelming. As the proceedings unfolded, it became clear that she was losing her grip on the case. In a dramatic turn, she physically attacked her own attorney in the courtroom, reinforcing the perception of her instability.
Stop it. Stop it. Rachel, call. You went off on your attorney, Taylor. You went crazy on your attorney. You can't do that. You okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna stay here for a minute, all right?
Okay. Are you able to sit up, Taylor?
She can, Mom. She's gonna stay right where she's at.
All right.
Just relax. Catch your breath.
I don't know why you called me down there. I should have stayed here where I was.
Yeah, what did you need?
I have no idea.
Oh, sorry.
Despite her attempts to shift the narrative, Taylor was convicted of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and third-degree assault. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, ensuring she would never walk free again. Her case remains one of the most disturbing crimes in recent history, leaving a lasting mark on those who followed its harrowing details. Juan David Ortiz, a Navy veteran and longtime Border Patrol agent, was at the center of a chilling murder spree in Laredo, Texas in 2018. Over the course of several weeks, a serial killer targeted sex workers in the area, leaving 4 women dead. The case took a turn on September 14th when one woman managed to escape his clutches, leading authorities straight to the suspect. That night, Erica Pena was inside the killer's vehicle when he pulled out a weapon and threatened her. Realizing the danger she was in, she made a daring escape, fleeing topless until she encountered a state trooper at a nearby gas station, providing a detailed description of her attacker, his vehicle, and even his name. Erica gave law enforcement the breakthrough they needed. A manhunt was launched immediately, but Ortiz was already on the move, attempting to evade capture. When officers located his vehicle, they moved in cautiously, instructing him to surrender. Despite their efforts to reason with him, Ortiz suddenly took off, disappearing into the night.
That's the strip right there. He walked inside.
He walked inside?
Yeah.
3845. 3845. I'm with Bradshaw. Are you in contact?
10-4, bro.
What is it?
Put your hands up! Turn around!
right there. Stop. Is this your truck? Is this your truck? Okay, all right. Turn around. Turn around.
Get on your knees.
Turn around. I'll explain to you right now. Turn around. Okay, I'm going to explain to you. Okay, Bradshaw, I'm going to do the talking. All right, sir, we got a positive ID with some... This truck right here is matching with the potential, with the murders that's been happening within the past 2 weeks. We want to do an interview. We want to do some questioning. We just need for you to cooperate with us, okay? All right, fine. Make my way. Just turn around and make my way this way, okay? Turn around. Just turn around. Turn around, please. Turn around. Hey!
As officers tracked him, they realized he had slipped away into a darkened area, making it difficult to pinpoint his exact location.
He's in here, bro. He's in here. We don't know. That's where we lost him when he did the corner. He cut it, so he's gonna be on this right here, on this section right here.
Where's the last place you saw him?
Right here, on this corner right here. That's where we stopped.
Wait, he made it all the way up, so he's got to be in the...
10-4, this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to stay right here. I'm gonna go up top. I'm gonna take top cover. 10-4?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Somebody watch that area right.
With tactical units arriving on the scene, police established a perimeter and began a systematic search. Ortiz had taken refuge inside an abandoned property, seemingly waiting for an opportunity to escape.
Ortiz! Come out! State police!
What's up?
Check that door to your right.
Some officers speculated that he was attempting suicide by cop, hoping to provoke law enforcement into a lethal confrontation. Before the chase, Ortiz had reportedly said farewell to 2 friends, an ominous sign that he was prepared for a final standoff.
We pull back, grab, pull back. All right, and we reassess and pull the ramp.
We already have one up there as well.
Yeah. You have one up there?
Yeah, I got one up
on top watching down. Okay, we'll go meet up.
As heavily armed teams moved in, including SWAT, Texas Rangers, and state troopers, the search for him intensified. Despite being considered armed and dangerous, Ortiz was eventually captured without further incident. Once in custody, he provided a taped confession detailing his crimes, yet he later pleaded not guilty to capital murder and other charges. However, the overwhelming evidence against him sealed his fate. Ortiz was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, ensuring that he would never be able to harm another victim again. Lee Peacock, a 50-year-old man from Harrow Road, was sentenced to life in prison for the brutal murders of 2 people within the span of 2 days. Having recently been released from prison, Peacock harbored a deep resentment toward those he believed had taken advantage of his partner Sharon Pickles while he was incarcerated. His vendetta soon escalated into a killing spree, culminating in the murder of Sharon herself. According to his police interview, she had laughed at him when he claimed he would kill everyone she had been in contact with during his time behind bars. On the evening of August 19, 2021, police arrived at Sharon's residence on Ashbridge Street, northwest London, after a concerned family member reported that Peacock had confessed to multiple murders. Upon entering the home, officers discovered Sharon's body hidden under a bed. Her throat had been slashed, and a note signed by Peacock was found at the scene. A murder investigation was immediately launched. That same day, CCTV footage captured Peacock walking with 59-year-old Clinton Ashmore toward Ashmore's flat. Just 15 minutes later, Peacock was seen leaving alone, now wearing a dark hoodie instead of the polo shirt he had entered with. By the afternoon of August 20, friends discovered Clinton fatally wounded in his home. He had suffered a knife wound to the throat, and emergency services were called, but he could not be saved. A 6-day manhunt followed before police finally located Peacock on a canal boat. Upon being confronted, he attempted to cut his own throat, but officers managed to restrain him and transport him to a hospital for treatment. On February 1, 2024, Peacock stood before the Old Bailey, where he was sentenced to 39 years in prison for each of the murders of Sharon Pickles and Clinton Ashmore. Detective Inspector Wayne Jolly acknowledged the lasting trauma inflicted upon the victims' families, emphasizing that Peacock's actions would haunt them forever. The family of Clinton Ashmore described him as a kind, funny, and gentle soul who was deeply loved by those who knew him. CCTV footage played a crucial role in securing Peacock's conviction, providing clear evidence of his movements and linking him directly to both crime scenes. The judge's sentencing reflected the severity of his crimes, ensuring that Peacock would spend the rest of his life behind bars. Newly released footage reveals the hours leading up to Axel Rudakubana's brutal attack on a group of young girls attending a Taylor Swift-themed dance class. The video captures Rudakubana sitting in the back of a taxi as it transports him to the dance studio in Southport.
The spray shot. We cash it card, mate. Spray shot. Number 34A, yeah. We cash it card, mate. We cash it card, mate.
Upon arrival, he exits the vehicle and walks into the building, where he would soon carry out his horrifying assault. During the attack, he fatally stabbed 3 young girls and attempted to kill 10 others before being subdued. Following his arrest, Rudakubana pleaded guilty to the charges and was sentenced to prison for his crimes. In some countries, the tradition of setting off firecrackers is a source of excitement, with some even going as far as making their own. However, a shocking incident like this, authorities may need to reconsider the risks involved. According to police reports, surveillance footage captured the moment a devastating explosion occurred when a bag of firecrackers being transported on a Honda Activa motorbike ignited after hitting a pothole. The blast had severe consequences, injuring 5 men who were standing nearby. Emergency responders arrived quickly and rushed the injured to the hospital, but tragically, 1 person did not survive. The incident served as a grim reminder of the dangers associated with these explosive devices. 18-year-old Jolie Cohen set out for a hike in the mountains of Alabama with her ex-boyfriend, unaware that it would be her last. Before tragedy struck, he captured and posted photos of her, moments before shooting her in the head and throwing her body over a cliff. Later that same day, he turned himself into the authorities. The court sentenced him to 52 years in prison for the brutal crime. While the issue of airplane stowaways has become increasingly common, one of the most haunting images of this phenomenon was captured in February 1970. Amateur photographer John Gilpin unknowingly documented 14-year-old Keith Sapsford's tragic fall from the wheel well of a Japan Airlines flight departing Sydney for Japan. Sapsford had likely hopped to reach Japan by hiding in the aircraft's undercarriage, but he would have faced sub-freezing temperatures, near-zero oxygen levels, and the deadly risk of the plane's moving parts. In a grim sense, his fall may have spared him a slower, more agonizing fate. Stowaways often come from developing countries, desperate for a better future. Yet the reality is bleak. Statistics show that only a quarter of those who attempt such perilous journeys survive. For most, the dream of a new life ends in tragedy. On October 24, 2023, Sacramento Sheriff's Deputy Marvin Morales conducted a routine stop on a suspicious suspect. During the search, he discovered meth wrapped in tin foil among the man's belongings. Morales confiscated the drug, and the suspect was cited for possession. However, just hours later, events took a shocking turn.
A lot of fun out here, bro.
Yeah. You got new sunglasses.
Oh, yeah?
So let's get a haircut.
Dude, I forgot your name, bro. What is it again?
Let's go for it.
I just saw you last week over here, bro.
Yeah.
You was dancing at the same time too, man.
Yeah.
You promised me your best dance move.
Who?
You.
Yeah?
You promised me your best dance moves.
Yeah, definitely.
What's up? You don't see the way.
I gotta go back to downtown, dance there. They're all waiting for me.
But that foil is right there in your pocket, or be real with it. Just be real. Just be real.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah?
Could be.
Could be, is it? I think it is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah?
Nah, not for now.
So you could either hand it over, or I could put you in cuffs and take it out your pocket. It's up to you.
Oh, just... No, it's not illegal paper.
No, the one in your little drug pocket. Put it over.
Can I get it back?
How about that straw right there? Right there. Right there.
You know how it goes, man.
After, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna need here, keep doing the same shit. I'm just gonna ride him real quick.
Security cameras inside the sheriff's office captured Morales walking into the restroom, where he was later found unconscious by a fellow deputy.
Morales! Wake up, bro! Morales! Yeah, where my car's at?
Immediate assistance arrived and multiple doses of Narcan were administered to revive him.
Leave that door open! Morales! You good?
My radio is dead.
Huh?
My radio is dead. It's best.
Get his vest off. Straight his leg. Straight his leg.
Yep. How you take this shit off me?
Miles. Morales! Morales! Hey, Morales! Hey, drag him out! Drag him out! Drag him out! Drag him out! Hey, first Norcan's applied already. Leave that door open for fire. I got it. Put a trash can out there.
Morales. Wake up, bud.
Come on. I got a second one if you need it.
Alright, come on.
Hey, they're coming up.
Alright, cool. Come on, Marvin. I'm gonna try to wait one more time.
But there's nothing in RMS. When I looked at property reports.
You said foil with
And a glove, right?
Did he specify
First aid.
there's nothing in
Do we just like, how often do we just get rid of those?
But he cited him.
Yeah, you're right.
But he cited him.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, although that might just be an old busted meth pipe because there was no mention
Yeah.
of a pipe in the call.
Morales eventually regained consciousness at the hospital, where the full extent of his actions came to light. According to an internal report from the Sacramento Sheriff's Office, while on duty and still in uniform, Morales had intentionally smoked the confiscated drug inside the sheriff's office restroom. What he believed to be methamphetamine was in fact fentanyl. Investigators also discovered that he had used a glass pipe that he had previously obtained on the job but had falsely claimed to have knife discarded months earlier. Under further scrutiny, Morales admitted to taking the pipe home and smoking its residue 3 or 4 times before the incident. The department's internal investigation concluded with a recommendation to terminate Morales for dishonesty. On January 4, 2024, he was formally informed of the disciplinary action. Rather than face dismissal, Morales submitted his resignation on February 2, 2024, which was accepted the following day. SHOUTOUT Ltd has been fined £2 million following the tragic death of Stuart Towns, a forklift driver at the company's recycling plant. The incident, which was captured on CCTV, exposed shocking safety violations at the facility. Footage from before the tragedy revealed workers routinely risking their lives to clear blockages by jumping into hoppers and working dangerously close to conveyor belts. Investigators reviewing hundreds of hours of CCTV found repeated safety breaches, highlighting a widespread culture of neglect at the plant. The company's failure to enforce proper safety protocols ultimately led to Stuart Towns' fatal accident, resulting in a severe penalty for SHOUTOUT Ltd. Authorities emphasized the need for stricter workplace safety measures to prevent such tragedies from happening again. In September 2013, Tiffany Whitten was apprehended for shoplifting at Walmart. The store's security recorded the entire incident as she was escorted out of the premises. Unfortunately, this marked the last known sighting of her. Tiffany had been struggling with drug abuse, which contributed to her mother's initial lack of concern when she lost contact with her 26-year-old daughter. It wasn't until January 2014, 4 months later, that her mother finally reported her missing. The police conducted an investigation and questioned Tiffany's boyfriend, who was the last person seen with her. However, he maintains to this day that he has no knowledge of what happened to her due to the significant delay in reporting her disappearance. Regrettably, by the time the authorities were involved, any potential evidence that could have aided in finding Tiffany vanished. 17-year-old Jordan Turpin made a distressing 911 call, explaining that she had managed to escape from her abusive parents and desperately needed help to rescue her siblings.
I just ran away from home because I live in a family of 15. We have abusing parents. Did you hear that?
The police promptly arrived at a location near her home to meet her. Despite her age, Jordan appeared much younger due to severe malnutrition, and her speech was limited and broken, as she had rarely interacted with people outside her family before. In her conversation with the officers, Jordan revealed that she had never encountered medication before, indicating her lack of exposure to the outside world and limited education.
I've never talked to anybody out there, so I've never been alone with a person, so this is very hard for me to talk.
Do you take any medication?
What's medication?
Medication?
Yeah, what's medication?
Do you take pills?
Her fear of speaking to strangers was palpable. As the situation unfolded, it was revealed that Jordan was one of 12 siblings who were all being held captive by their parents, Louise and David Turpin.
My parents are abusing. They abuse us.
Disturbingly, they were found chained up in a similar state of malnourishment and terror. The siblings' ages ranged from 2 to 29 years old, highlighting the extensive duration of their suffering. Jordan's courageous escape not only saved her own life, but also rescued her siblings from their unimaginable life of torture. Her parents, Louise and David Turpin, were subsequently sentenced to life in prison for their heinous crimes. This footage is undeniably disturbing to watch and easily overlooked if one is unaware of its context. From the clip, we can discern that a man on a stretcher is lying motionless, while medical personnel surround him, engaged in a fierce battle to save his life. What makes this clip astonishing is the surreal moment when it appears as if his soul momentarily departs from his body. An otherworldly form materializes briefly. While his heart rate appears to flatline, suddenly people rush back in, attempting to revive him with chest compressions, fighting against the brink of death. This intense effort continues for several minutes, as if they have encountered something beyond our plane of existence, all captured on a grainy hospital CCTV of all things. In this video clip, we witness Stephen Port, known as the Grinder Killer, making his way to meet a man who allegedly would become his fourth victim. The encounter appears to be quite casual, with the victim Jack Taylor inviting Stephen into his home. However, we observe from door footage that he departs shortly after. Stephen Port's case deeply haunted investigators, as it became evident that he could have eluded capture. He utilized fatal doses of GHB to murder his victims between 2014 and 2015, disposing of their bodies near his residence. Fortunately, the doorbell camera eventually captured the man responsible after 4 victims, leading to the discovery of the bodies and Stephen Port's subsequent arrest. Regrettably, it appears that the police overlooked vital information from family and friends, allowing his killing spree to persist. The United States was shaken by a case that revolved around the tragic fate of Gabby Petito, a young girl whose life was cut short by her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie. Disturbing footage has come to light, offering insight into the couple's tumultuous relationship. Prior to the tragic events, they had purchased a van and embarked on a journey together, visiting various national parks. The video capturing the couple's encounter was recorded by an officer's body camera, following a distress call from Gabby while they were in Moab, Utah.
I want to know the truth if he actually hit you.
I guess, yeah, but I hit him first.
Where did he hit you? Don't worry, just be honest.
He grabbed my face.
Slap your face or what?
Well, he grabbed me with his nail, and I guess that's why it was. I definitely have a cut right here because I could feel it.
Yeah.
When I touch it, it burns.
In the footage, Gabby appears visibly upset, crying and trembling as she recounts the altercation she had with her boyfriend. She admitted to initiating physical contact by hitting him first, but then he retaliated by grabbing her face and digging his nails into her cheeks.
Well, to be honest, I definitely hit him first.
Where'd you hit him?
I slapped him.
You slapped him first? And then just on his face?
And he got to kind of just shut up.
The situation was undoubtedly unsettling to witness. Regrettably, the officers who responded to the call chose to let the couple go after speaking with them, dismissing the incident as merely a minor altercation between 2 engaged individuals who loved each other.
In no way, shape, or form that I can perceive does what happened here, a little slap fight between fiancés who love each other and want to be together, can I perceive that this is going to digress into the situation where he's going to be a battered man? Right. But then again, I don't have a crystal ball.
Tragically, shortly after this incident, Gabby was reported missing and Brian was nowhere to be found. Eventually, police discovered Gabby's lifeless body near Grand Teton National Park, making it evident that she had been the victim of a heinous crime. Brian Laundrie managed to evade capture for several weeks until he took his own life in October 2021.
Investigators have not named Laundrie as a suspect in Petito's death. As for the city of Moab, they say they have no comment right now on this additional video, guys, or on the status of their investigation into that incident.
The case garnered widespread attention and exposed the complexities and challenges faced by law enforcement in dealing with domestic violence incidents. It serves as a haunting reminder of the need for greater vigilance and awareness to protect those in vulnerable situations. Zachary Latham, like many other teenagers, believed that a single video could make him famous. His breakthrough came in April 2020 when he recorded his neighbor Catherine Durham near their home in Vinland, New Jersey. Mr. Durham was unhappy with Zachary's driving, and though they tried to warn him, Zachary captured the encounter on video and referred to Mrs. Durham as a Karen.
What are you gonna do, Karen?
That's not my name, so get my name straight.
You okay, Karen?
This video quickly gained popularity, amassing around 3 million views and attracting over 40,000 new followers to Zachary's TikTok page. Instead of fading away, the situation escalated as Zachary continued to record and share confrontation with his neighbors. In one of the videos, he brandished a weapon, making the situation even more concerning. This series of videos showcased the deep discord between the parties involved and led to a tragic event on May 4th, 2020. And that day, 17-year-old Gage Durham was riding his bike out of his driveway when Zachary drove up behind him. According to the Durhams, Zachary swerved his vehicle toward Gage, who jumped off his bike and onto the curb for safety. In response to this incident, the Durham family decided to confront Zachary. Gage's father, William Durham Sr., arrived in his pickup truck, and together they went to Zachary's driveway. Zachary, accompanied by a few friends, stood his ground with a stun gun and a knife. As the confrontation escalated, William Durham Sr. was stabbed twice, once in the back and once under his arm, and tragically he passed away later in the hospital. Zachary Latham was charged with murder, but pleaded not guilty, arguing that he acted in self-defense to protect himself and his friends, fearing for their safety.
Not guilty.
The jury found him not guilty, leading to his acquittal. On the other hand, the Durhams were found guilty of trespassing and assault.
I promise you, you better back up because you're not going to like what's coming out. I promise you. No.
This series of events highlights the serious consequences that can arise from escalating conflicts and confrontations, especially when weapons are involved. It serves as a tragic reminder of the importance of de-escalating tense situations and seeking peaceful resolutions. Lars Mitting, a 28-year-old German tourist, embarked on a vacation to Bulgaria with his friends in 2014. Their destination, the Golden Sands, was renowned for its affordable party scene in Europe. However, their trip took an unexpected turn when Mitting got entangled in a violent brawl over a sports team debate during their one-week stay, suffering severe injuries from the altercation, including a suspected ruptured eardrum. Doctors advised him against immediate air travel due to potential complications from air pressure changes. Consequently, he had to wait in Bulgaria for his ear to heal. During this time, Mitting made a distressing call to his mother back in Germany, claiming that he was being stalked and felt perpetually unsafe. Seeking medical clearance to fly back home, he visited the on-site clinic at the airport. While the doctor initially perceived him as calm, Mitting abruptly panicked and bolted from the airport when someone entered the clinic. Startling surveillance footage revealed him leaving behind his belongings, sprinting away from the building at top speed. The mystery surrounding Mitting's sudden fear and paranoia raises questions about whether he was genuinely being followed or experiencing a paranoid delusion. Some speculate that strong antibiotics prescribed for his ruptured eardrum may have induced hallucinations, leading him to believe he was being pursued. Others suggest that his attackers from the Golden Sands may have been seeking a final confrontation. Despite considerable interest in the case, Lars Mitting remains elusive and has not come forward to shed light on the incident, leaving the events of over 5 years ago shrouded in uncertainty. If he is still alive, his whereabouts and the true explanation behind his actions remain undisclosed. While this footage might not have been captured on CCTV, it comes close enough as it shows body cam footage capturing the moments when police enter the confessed killer's residence.
So, sir, you're Robert? Okay.
The police are there to search for the man's girlfriend, who appears to be missing.
Well, that's the reason that we're here. I think we're here. Is the family's calling us saying we haven't heard from our daughter and our sister.
And the man is not initially detained. As a few police officers walk upstairs to search the house, the man sitting on the couch appears confused.
Not that you're aware of. Like, you're not making a whole lot of sense to me, here, guy.
Like, I don't know what. Sorry, I'm still getting my bearings.
He claims that he had a fight with his girlfriend a few weeks ago and hasn't heard from her since.
I don't know, like 3 weeks ago, we got into a tizzy. She threw a bunch of my stuff out, food, stuff like that.
However, none of the officers seem to believe his story, which later proves to be accurate when he confesses to the murder. At the moment of the footage, he seems to be making up stories on the spot. Unfortunately, the clip does not show the point of his arrest, as the footage cuts out when other officers come back downstairs, and the one filming leaves to make a call.
I'm gonna go make a call to mom.
Nevertheless, this footage was used as evidence in the trial to demonstrate that his response was inconsistent with that of a concerned boyfriend. There is an abundance of eerie footage from the old Soviet era, but this particular clip stands out remarkably. It resembles scenes reminiscent of the infamous Russian sleep experiment, depicting an emaciated man sitting on a bed. The video is interspersed with frantic jumps and cuts, showing him engaging in bizarre and unsettling behaviors such as shaking things, rocking back and forth, and more. The visuals seem to have suffered corruption over time, leaving viewers perplexed by unexplainable occurrences. Suddenly, the focus shifts to the man's face, revealing a disturbingly inhuman appearance, before the screen turns white momentarily. In the next frame, the man appears to be floating midair, as if suspended by an unknown force, and then the clip abruptly ends. Killers are inherently detached from the gravity of their actions, often unaware of the profound consequences of taking someone's life or even recognizing the moral wrongness of their deeds. In the video clips, Neil Maxwell and Luke Pearson nonchalantly discussed the murder they committed against Lee Cooper, seemingly treating it as a mere task they had to accomplish.
The lad who's in hospital, he's just assaulted someone in his vein.
In the second clip, Maxwell appears more animated and eager to discuss the incident, expressing a sense of pride in his actions at certain moments as he vividly explains what he did. Small neighborhoods often have a reputation for keeping things hush-hush, but Hal Jr. and Rosita Donaldson couldn't conceal the truth no matter how hard they tried.
I mean, shock and fear for the community.
Despite their reluctance to cooperate with the police, they couldn't escape the damning evidence. Video footage surfaced linking their son, Howell Emmanuel Donaldson III, directly to a series of violent crimes.
Felton is the fourth victim in a series of shootings dating back to October 9th, but his death has also yielded a potential break in the case.
Initially, when colleagues saw the grainy and indecipherable CCTV footage resembling him, they joked about it. Little did they know that the footage showed a man walking just before the murder of Ronald Felton, a 60-year-old unemployed construction worker volunteering at a food bank. This incident marked the fourth killing in a string of violent acts. Hal was eventually arrested after he discreetly handed a pistol hidden in a bag to his manager at the McDonald's where he worked, along with his uniform while collecting his paycheck. He even advised her to bury the bag so deeply that no one would ever find it. However, his manager sensed something was amiss, and instead of being dissuaded, she alerted the authorities. The truth about the resemblance between Hal and the suspect on television, which his co-workers had jokingly called him Killer, finally became apparent. Fortunately for the prosecutors, the evidence provided by Donaldson himself allowed them to apprehend him, leading to the potential resolution of 4 murders that occurred between October and mid-November. Without his own actions, they might never have caught the culprit in the first place. In a terrifying incident at a Southern California home, a temporary resident was caught on camera desperately trying to gain entry after his access code failed. As his frustration escalated, he began forcefully throwing himself against the door in an attempt to break it down. Unbeknownst to the occupants, this was just the start of a violent rampage. Prior to attempting entry, the man had already crashed his car into the side of the house. The next footage shows him inside wielding a pickaxe and repeatedly swinging at a closed door. From inside, a panicked resident could be heard screaming for help, but the deranged intruder remained undeterred. After multiple failed swings, he finally inflicted enough damage to force his way in. Fortunately, the resident managed to subdue the exhausted attacker just long enough for authorities to arrive. While no one was physically harmed, aside from the damaged doors, it was a clear case of a mental health crisis spiraling out of control. Louis Gill, 20, has been sentenced to 4 years in prison after a single punch led to the tragic death of 40-year-old Andrew Young. The fatal altercation occurred on November 6, 2013, outside a Tesco Metro store in Charminster Road, Bournemouth. CCTV footage captured the shocking moment when Gill struck Young, causing him to fall and suffer a fatal head injury. The incident reportedly stemmed from a dispute over cycling on the pavement. Young, who had confronted another cyclist about riding on the sidewalk, was suddenly attacked by Gill. Despite the seemingly brief exchange, the consequences were devastating. Young succumbed to his injuries the next day. The sentencing at Salisbury Crown Court sparked public outcry, with many questioning whether 4 years was a sufficient penalty for an attack that ended in an innocent man's death. The case of Alex Murdaugh was one of the most shocking crime stories in recent years, unraveling a tangled web of deception, murder, and financial crimes. Once a respected attorney from a powerful South Carolina legal dynasty, Murdaugh's life came crashing down after the brutal double homicide of his wife, Margaret, and son, Paul, on June 7, 2021. Murdaugh himself called the police, claiming to have discovered their bodies near the dog kennels at their Colton County estate. Footage from that night shows him emotional, sobbing, and trying to establish his own narrative, mentioning threats Paul had received due to a fatal 2019 boat crash he was involved in.
I wanted to let you know because of the scene, I did go get a gun and bring it down here.
It's in your vehicle? Do you have any guns on you at all?
No, sir. It's leaning up against the side of my car.
Okay. You're fine, man. You're fine. Turn around for me.
I don't have any guns.
Okay. Yes, sir. I see that. Okay. This is your wife and son?
And son.
Okay.
It's bad. It's bad. Check the pulses.
Yes, sir. This is the firearm you brought from inside the house?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I went and got. This is a long story. My son was in a boat wreck a few months back. He's been getting threats. Most of it's been benign stuff we didn't take serious.
Okay.
You know, he's been getting like punched. I know that's somebody. I know that's what it is.
Okay. When did you get home? Right when you called, or did you go to the house first? Where is the house?
I came to the house first. My mom has late stages Alzheimer's, and my dad is in the hospital.
Okay.
I left. I don't know what time. I can go back on my phone and tell you the exact times. Did you check?
Okay. Did I check what?
Did you check them?
We got medical guys that are that's what they're gonna do. Okay.
What are they doing? Can they hurry?
They are. Yes, sir. That gentleman that was out here already, he's one of the battalion chiefs. Okay.
They are dead, aren't they?
Just turn on those. Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
Randy, are they going to check them?
Yes, sir. They've already checked them.
They did check them?
Yes, sir.
This is official that they're dead?
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
Eight's going to be the last one in and grabbing the tent.
Just go over to that corner of the building. I see quite a few tire tracks in here. Were any of these you going in and out?
No, I came in here and I left one time and I came back.
Okay.
But the rest of them, maybe from earlier, but only two are mine.
Did you go out this way at all?
No.
Billy's right.
How did you pull up? You from back there?
I went to the house and they weren't home, which was odd. I tried to call.
Okay.
And then I knew they had been down here before I left to go to my mom's.
Okay.
And so that is loaded.
Okay.
You might want to unload it. But I mean.
Is this the only firearm with you? This is the only one, or is there any more in the truck?
I believe that's it.
You think that's the only one? Okay.
I'm 99%.
Do you normally
sure
have any other firearms in your vehicle?
I don't, but occasionally there's a pistol in there.
When was the last time you were here with them, or talked to them, or anything like that?
It was earlier tonight. I don't know the exact time, but I left. I was probably gone an hour and a half from my mom's, and I saw them about 45 minutes before that.
But as investigators dug deeper, inconsistencies emerged. A key piece of evidence was a video taken shortly before the murders that placed Alex at the scene, contradicting his alibi.
She was a wonderful girl and a wonderful wife. And she was a great mother.
Murdaugh at times seeming to break down, laying out what he was doing that night.
I actually fell asleep on the couch.
Okay. And what time did you?
I don't know
wake up?
exactly what time I woke up, but when y'all get my phone, I think one of the first things I did when I got up was call Maggie because I was going to my mom's. And I know I texted her.
As scrutiny intensified, Murdaugh's secrets spilled out, including more than 100 financial crime charges, allegations of a staged hit on himself for insurance money, and an elaborate history of fraud.
A 300 blackout.
Okay.
And it got, he says it got stolen. you know, and it's been gone for some time. I wasn't totally convinced it was stolen, you know, as opposed to lost.
This is the 300 blackout rifle which I secured from the gun vault.
Ultimately, a jury found him guilty of the murders, sentencing him to life in prison without parole. His fall from grace remains one of the most dramatic in true crime history. This is the kind of story that makes your stomach turn. Captured on CCTV in the UK, the footage shows a man altering his path the moment he spots a young female student crossing the street. His intentions are clear. He follows her, steering her toward a more secluded area. His motive? He later claimed he'd been rejected by women on his night out, as if that somehow justified his violent actions. The attack was brutal, the kind of assault that haunts victims for years. But thankfully, this young woman survived. Even better, justice was served. The attacker was sentenced to 12 years in prison. It's a terrifying reminder that these dangers are real, and while people call it every woman's nightmare, it should be everyone's nightmare, because we all have mothers, sisters, daughters, and friends who deserve to be safe. This case is the definition of justice delayed but not denied.
We have a person in jail who will be there for the rest of his life, and I'm so grateful for that.
Back in 1980, Helen Pinsky was a bright, ambitious journalism student interning at a radio station in Denver. But one night, she never made it home. The next morning, her body was found, tied up, sexually assaulted, and stabbed 9 times. For decades, her family had no answers. DNA technology wasn't advanced enough to identify her killer, but in 2019, a breakthrough changed everything. Authorities linked DNA from the crime scene to a man named James Curtis Clanton, formerly Curtis Allen White, a convicted sex offender who had been living in Denver at the time of Helen's murder. When confronted, Clanton confessed. His words caught on a police body camera. He described a childhood filled with abandonment, cruelty, and disturbing acts of violence, starting with torturing animals as a child and escalating into unthinkable crimes against people.
When I was 8 years old, I started with insects and putting them in red ant piles, and went up to amphibians and went up to small animals. When I was 8 years old, I hung a cat in a tree and beat it to death with a tree limb. Couldn't understand why. Where's a kid that old get that kind of rage? And that rage has always stayed with me. I mean, I think every time something hurts me so bad that I can't deal with it, and I learned anger covers up pain. That was pretty much the basis of everything I've ever done. I was just mad all the time.
So you were saying, you know, right before you turned this thing on, that it's 40 years ago, that you don't remember most of it, but you did not use the yellow Mustang, you used the green station wagon?
Yes.
Okay, and then when you stabbed her in the field and left her there, did you pose her body at all? Did you like lay her the way she was laying, or did you okay, so you just stabbed her and walked away?
Yes.
Okay. And you said she never cried, she was nice to you the whole time?
Yes.
When you stabbed her, did she ask you why, or did she just...
I don't think she expected me to, because I told her to get down on her knees, and then I told her, I said, don't get up until you know I'm gone. And that's when everything else went a totally different way.
Okay. And now you just said that you think you threw the knife in the field, but you're not sure.
I wouldn't swear to it.
Okay. Do you have any idea where the knife could be if you did not throw it in the field? Could it be in your trailer still? Could it be in
No, it ain't up here.
Okay.
There's nothing up here from that time.
Okay. And I was kind of asking you a little bit about it, and you said you didn't do any other ones. 10 minutes prior, there was a attempted sex assault right up the street, and they said the person had a green hoodie. Did you try to take somebody else and they got away from you, and then you went to Helene? And when I say attempted, means, you know, you try to grab her, she pulls away, and you're like, oh, I better get out of here.
I passed a girl on the sidewalk, but I didn't try to get her.
Okay. What
she was?
Oh, go ahead.
She was watching me prepared, but I didn't assault her in any way. She just passed me and I passed her.
So did you have it intended in your mind that you wanted to that you were going to take somebody that night for sex? So you had your mind set that someone's coming with me tonight.
Yes.
Okay. So when you first grabbed Helene, was it right when she stepped off the bus? Was it when she was walking down the street?
She probably walked down the sidewalk half a block, maybe a block. She was walking down the sidewalk.
Where were you? Were you behind her, in front of her?
I think I went up to the next block, turned left, and parked beside the street.
Okay. And then, so when you came up behind her, you just put your arm around. Did you put your arm around her shoulder? Did you put your arm around her?
Around her waist, and I had the knife palmed in my hand and pointing toward her.
Okay. What kind of knife was it? Was it a pocket knife, buck knife?
It was kind of like a hunting knife.
You know how long it was?
The blade was probably 5 or 6 inches.
Okay.
Clanton was sentenced to life in prison. While it took 40 years to bring him to justice, Helen's loved ones finally got the closure they deserved.
And so they told me, and I just lost it. And because it was just a relief.
Clanton admitted to killing Helene. Janet says she's glad he's in jail, and now she just wants to focus all of her energy on remembering her sister.
It gives me some peace knowing that this beast is in jail, but I don't think we'll ever have closure because Helene's not here, and that void will remain with us forever. She's just a special, special woman whose life was taken way too soon.
Jamaica, with its golden beaches, infectious reggae beats, and endless tropical drinks, seemed like the perfect getaway for 53-year-old Timothy Southern from Lichfield, Staffordshire. In May 2022, he arrived at the Royal Decameron Club Caribbean in St. Lucia with his family, ready to embrace the island's laid-back charm. His days were spent lounging under the sun, swimming in the crystal-clear ocean, and enjoying local cuisine, while his nights came alive with laughter, music, and an assortment of colorful cocktails. But one particular evening, caught up in the vacation excitement, Timothy joined 2 fellow guests in a drinking challenge. A daring attempt to consume all 21 cocktails on the bar's menu in one sitting. Having already knocked back several brandies and beers earlier, common sense might suggest he call it a night, but the thrill of the challenge was too tempting to resist. The drinks kept coming, the energy in the air was electric, and the crowd cheered him on. Though not known for heavy drinking, Timothy went all in, but after his 12th cocktail, the effects of alcohol, heat, and excitement began catching up to him. Feeling dizzy and unsteady, he finally decided to bow out, said his goodbyes, and headed back to his room, the world around him swaying. Or was it just the alcohol? His family, unaware of just how much he had consumed, assumed he was just tired from a long, eventful day. But once inside his room, things took a terrifying turn. What started as simple dizziness quickly spiraled into a full-blown medical crisis. His stomach churned, nausea set in, and he struggled to remain conscious. In a frantic effort to ease his discomfort, he tried to induce vomiting, but soon found himself in serious distress. A family member, sensing something was terribly wrong, rushed to his side, placing him in the recovery position. Panic spread through the room as his condition worsened. His breathing became shallow, his skin turned clammy, and his family, now in a state of sheer panic, desperately pleaded for help. A nurse eventually arrived, but shockingly, no ambulance had been summoned. As time slipped away, his family begged for immediate action, but it was too late. When the nurse finally attempted chest compressions, Timothy's pulse had faded, his body lay motionless, and their worst fears became a heartbreaking reality. He was gone. The official cause of death? Acute gastroenteritis, triggered by excessive alcohol consumption, a clinical term for an unimaginable loss. A vacation meant for relaxation and joy had turned into a nightmare. His family's grief was made even worse by their frustration with the resort, believing it had failed them, not just by allowing such reckless drinking, but by delaying life-saving medical intervention. To add to their heartbreak, their travel insurance did not cover repatriation, forcing them to set up a GoFundMe campaign to bring Timothy home. A dream vacation turned tragic, a paradise lost in every sense. Williams clearly wasn't going down without a fight, but Metro Nashville's Titans unit was ready for him. It's almost like he thought he could shoot his way out of a first-degree murder charge. Not the smartest move. Detective Diaz took a hit to the leg but managed to get to safety, while Detective Gonzalez fired back, hitting Williams in the hip.
Hands up, right now! Drop it. Don't move.
Don't move.
We got shots fired. Suspects down.
Michael, don't do it.
Get a 47 rolling. Suspect down.
Don't move.
In the end, both survived, but now Williams is not only facing that murder charge, but also whatever they throw at him for opening fire on officers. With a $1 million bond already set for his murder charge, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now it's just a matter of seeing how the court handles him, especially after the shootout. Tiambra really thought she was untouchable, dodging cops for a year after killing a man and his dog in a hit and run. But karma has a funny way of catching up, and in her case, it happened outside of Chuck E. Cheese. Stealing a purse, using stolen credit cards, all while the police were already hot on her tail. She wasn't just reckless, she was practically asking to get caught. But the real kicker? She tried to use a child as a shield, hoping to play the sympathy card when officers closed in. The fake IDs bought her a little time, but once dispatch confirmed her identity, the jig was up.
We're going to step out.
Why am I stepping out?
Step out, please.
What?
You're under arrest.
For what? For what? What am I? Okay, I'm right. Help me. Okay, let me get my. What the fuck? Help me. Yo, what the you doing, bro?
Get her.
Help me now.
What is that? Stop. On the ground. What is on the ground? She's been with me the whole time. No, here, I got it. All right. Get on the ground.
What am I going to jail for? What are we under?
Stop resisting. Sit up,
What am I going to jail for? Can you tell me what I'm going to jail for? Please?
You're stealing.
Stealing what? What did I steal?
Chuck E. Cheese.
I never stole anything.
You're on camera. It's 2024.
I'm not stealing anything.
Here, let me fix it.
I never stole anything.
You're on camera.
What did I steal?
Listen, this isn't a debate. We just came from the marathon. We have you on camera using a stolen credit card. Okay? There's no debate on that. We have you at Chuck E. Cheese with her, taking the phone with the cards. Okay? It's all on camera. I don't even need to ask questions about it. Again, this could be handled in a completely different way. We don't have to go to the extent of throwing every charge in the book on you or anything else. It is what it is. I made a mistake. She made a mistake. And we'll move on. But fighting at the car, I'm probably more pissed about that than anyone. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take us a minute to talk to you guys, all right? And figure this out. Is that your child?
Yeah.
Okay. And who's this girl to you?
My friend.
Run. Hey, buddy, we're gonna get you in just a second, okay? Yeah, in just a second, we're figuring out how to get this kid somewhere safe.
Can you get my phone so I can call his grandma?
Hey, who are you to him?
I'm his mom.
That's not what he said.
I'm his stepmom. Can I see?
Okay, so his mom's like in Chicago, you're not mom.
Can I see?
Are you even wife to him? Is he your girlfriend?
Can I see a phone?
Your step-girlfriend.
Can I see a phone?
No, I'm getting his phone first because he's the father.
Meanwhile, her partner in crime caught with meth, drug paraphernalia, and a suspended license. These two really were a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde, except way less glamorous and way more ridiculous.
Goodness. Oh, no.
So, do we want to arrest?
Yeah.
Have you already finished the ticket?
No.
It doesn't matter if you did, but if you didn't finish it, just put held at county jail and then go explain to Amber or whatever her name is that he's going to be taking a ride too.
And just when officers thought it was a simple arrest, she had one last stunt up her sleeve.
They gave me 3 charges.
What is it?
Death, persistent, whatever the swiping the card, and resisting. I'm finna get out.
Huh?
And resisting. I can't, I'm on the floor.
Huh?
I'm gonna be on the floor.
But you cuffed up? I mean, they cuffed you to the thing?
Nah. What's up?
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
We got some questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Miranda warrants I read to you?
Yeah.
You have any questions? You remember everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what did you say?
Just have to... I got it. Let her go. Oh, now I'm caught in her hair.
Babe!
Yeah!
Why are we doing this again?
Can I make a call?
No!
Okay, then let me go.
You can't cooperate with us.
Now you're under arrest for obstructing justice.
Okay, you guys. Come on, lock me up. I'm gone, babe. It's over. I'm finna do my time. They found that idea in your shit. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. I gotta do this though. I love you, babe. I love you. I love you.
China's bystander problem has been debated for years, and this clip is a chilling reminder of why. An elderly man collapses in a store, possibly from a heart attack, and instead of rushing to help, people just walk past him. Some glance at him, some ignore him completely, and even the cashier doesn't step in. It's hard to say why no one reacted. Maybe they assumed he was drunk or just resting. But in a situation like this, every second matters. Instead of getting help, he was left there motionless, while life carried on around him. It's a heartbreaking sight, and it makes you wonder how many lives could be saved if people just took a moment to care. A birthday celebration turned into a nightmare when Kevin Allen, unable to handle the reality of his marriage ending, committed an unthinkable act of violence. Katharina Allen had already warned police about her fears, yet that day at Cracker Barrel, those fears became a tragic reality. The chilling 911 call captured her desperate plea for help as her husband circled the restaurant, waiting for his moment.
Brooklyn 911, what's your emergency?
I need an officer. My husband, I'm having some problems, and my husband is like circling the restaurant we're at, and he wants to go home, but he's circling the other. Okay, I'll respond. And we're circling the building.
Hold on, where are you at, ma'am? Hello?
Hello.
Where are you?
At Cracker Barrel, I'm sorry.
And he's circling the restaurant?
Yeah.
Did you go there together?
Yeah. No, we get in separate cars.
But you went to the restaurant together?
Yeah.
Okay, well, did you have an argument in the restaurant?
Yeah. I told him that I was leaving him and he has, he went outside or whatever, and then he's circling the restaurant, and...
What is your name?
Kate Allen.
Kate?
Yes.
And what is his name?
Kevin.
Does he own any weapons?
I don't know.
Ma'am, he's your husband. Do you know if he owns any weapons? I'm not asking you.
I know he does, like, a pellet gun and stuff, and he has...
Is a pellet gun at your house?
Yeah, I'm not going home.
I'm not asking you if you're going home. I'm asking you if he has any weapons so that when my officers get there and stop him, they know what they're prepared for.
Okay,
Does he have any weapons on him that you know of or own any that you know of?
He does, okay, I know I saw some shotgun cells. He had a shotgun, but he told me he got rid of it.
Okay, but he doesn't have a shotgun on him currently, correct?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Did you see the shotgun, ma'am?
No, I saw the shotgun cells.
You saw the shotgun shells on him?
Yeah.
What kind of car is he?
It's a Jeep Liberty. What color? It's a gray.
Hold on a second, ma'am.
10-4, 48, 53, 27. Cracker Barrel. And a female stating that she just informed her husband that she's leaving him. They got into an argument. They drove separately, but he refuses to leave the parking lot. He's struggling, waiting for her to leave. He's in a Jeep Liberty. He does own a shotgun. He didn't see it on him, but he did see shotgun shells.
What color's the Jeep?
Gray. Hold on, he's calling my daughter right now.
She's calling your daughter on the phone? Hello?
Hello?
Are you talking to me, or are you talking to your on your daughter's phone?
I'm trying to talk to him.
Okay, well, try and talk to me, not to him. Can you see a license plate on his vehicle, or do you know the license plate on his vehicle?
No, I don't. I don't see him right now. I don't see him right now. He's not in front of me. I'm trying.
What is his first name?
Kevin.
A-L-L-E-N is the last name?
Yeah, he's here, and the police are here too. I have to.
All right, wait in the lobby for the officers. Do not go outside. Let them talk to him, okay? Ma'am. Brooklyn 911, what's your emergency? Ma'am, are you okay? We're on our way to Cracker Barrel. Where are you? Are you shot? Is anybody that you know of injured?
There's tons of people in here.
Okay, where are you? I need you to talk quietly. Where are you? Already advised. Where are you inside the restaurant, ma'am?
I'm like behind the counter.
Okay, stay underneath the counter. I understand. We are right outside. We're right outside. We're going to be coming in to get you, okay?
Okay.
What is your name? Okay, don't stop talking. Just if you can see him, say yes or no.
No, I can't.
Do you know if anybody's shot?
I don't know. I just can't.
Okay, ma'am, we are right outside. I need you to calm down for me, okay?
Okay.
Can you see if anybody's injured from where you're at? I don't want you to
shoot his kids.
He what? He's trying to shoot his kid?
Family.
What is your first name?
My name is Rebecca.
What? What is your name? He's in the girls' bathroom. Fire, I'm not going to be able to talk to you. I have a hostage on the phone and people online. He's in the restaurant. There's people still under the counter. They don't know where he's at. Okay, ma'am, he's still shooting. I'm hearing shots over the phone. What? I don't know where he's at. I'm right here. I'm over here. Yeah. Brooklyn, please, Graves. Ma'am, just stay under the counter.
I'm under it.
Yes, he's in the girls' bathroom. We have victims inside. Hold on. Ma'am, relax. Stop. Stay under the counter.
I'm under it.
Okay. Fire, I cannot copy you.
I have his records.
What's that?
I guessed him out earlier, the same guy.
I know. We were on our way to talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Ma'am, what is your first... Ma'am, do you see my officers in there?
No, I'm just in the corner.
Okay, listen, I just need you to stay underneath the counter until the officers come get you, okay?
Okay.
Confirm male in custody?
Oh my God.
Okay, ma'am, we have him, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I need you to stand up. The officers are on their way in, okay? Don't go anywhere from where you're at, all right?
Okay. Okay.
Hold on a second. Don't hang up.
Okay.
All right, I have one female still on the phone. She's hiding under the counter.
What followed was pure horror. Kevin entered with a shotgun, targeting his family. He murdered Katharina and their daughter Carrie, who was hiding in the bathroom, before being gunned down by the police. Their other daughter Kayla fought for her life but succumbed to her injuries days later.
They played watching television and they were happy children. They always laughed and giggled and danced and everything. I mean, they were happy kids.
Irene says you would often find the girls outside in the yard, doing what most kids do, especially near a trampoline, and that's being kids.
They got along real good. They were never fighting. They had their cats and dogs in the backyard. They loved their pets.
It's heartbreaking to think that this could have been prevented. Kevin had a documented history of violence spanning decades, yet nothing stopped him from taking his family's lives. Even more tragic, Katharina's family later sued Cracker Barrel, claiming the restaurant didn't do enough to protect them. But no lawsuit could ever undo this loss. Domestic violence doesn't always stay behind closed doors. This case is a terrifying reminder that when victims speak up, they must be heard before it's too late. Most people think of kidnappings as something that happens to children or high-profile targets, but the reality is anyone can become a victim, especially when money is involved. In this case, the restaurant owners in Chicago's Low Village didn't stand a chance. Within seconds, armed men had them at gunpoint, robbing them, ransacking their car. And even forcing their way into the restaurant itself. But the horror didn't stop there. The criminals kidnapped the couple, driving them to multiple ATMs and making them withdraw cash. It's a terrifying situation, and while it's a relief that they weren't physically harmed, the trauma of what they went through is unimaginable. This kind of crime highlights just how ruthless and calculated these criminals can be. It also raises serious concerns about safety in places where small business owners are being targeted in broad daylight. This is one of those devastating moments that reminds us just how unpredictable life can be. 1 second, this woman was just walking, minding her own business, and the next, she was gone, all because of a reckless driver who had no business being behind the wheel. The fact that the driver was only 17 makes it even more tragic. At that age, you're supposed to be thinking about your future, not ruining lives. And instead of stopping to help, he fled the scene, probably hoping to avoid the consequences. Unfortunately, there's no undoing the damage. A life was lost, and a family is now grieving because of a careless decision. It's a sobering reminder why reckless driving is never just a mistake. It can be a death sentence for an innocent person. This tragic incident is a sobering reminder how dangerous it is to argue in the middle of a busy road. The dashcam footage captures the tense exchange between the two drivers, their tempers flaring as they stand directly in the path of oncoming traffic. Unfortunately, in just a matter of seconds, the situation takes a deadly turn when a large truck comes speeding down the highway. With little time to react, the truck plows into both men, sending them flying. The taxi driver, though severely injured, is lucky enough to survive. However, the Infiniti driver wasn't as fortunate. He succumbed to his injuries at the scene. The big question now is, who's really at fault? Was it the truck driver for not stopping in time? Or was it the two drivers for choosing to argue in such a dangerous spot? Some might argue that the truck driver should have been more cautious, especially on a highway where sudden stops and accidents are possible. Others might say that standing in the middle of the road was reckless, and ultimately, it cost one of them their life. This case highlights the importance of staying inside your vehicle after an accident, especially on high-speed roads. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, it's always safer to pull over to the shoulder, call the authorities, and let them handle the dispute. What do you think? Should the truck driver face consequences? Or was this just an unfortunate accident caused by poor judgment? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. It all went down on December 8th, 2023 around 12:45 in the afternoon. Cops showed up at a house after getting a pretty disturbing call. They were met by a guy named Sergio who had a chilling story to tell.
Yeah, okay.
You tried to kill me. I see a knife right there.
Yeah.
And I grab it and
According to Sergio, his own brother, his brother Israel had just tried to kill him, and it wasn't just him in danger. He said Israel and his girlfriend Elizabeth were trying to take out their whole family, him and their parents. Earlier that same day, Sergio had already reported Elizabeth to the police. Apparently, she'd stolen money from their parents and things had been tense ever since. Sergio told officers that he was just hanging out on the front porch when he saw a white Toyota sedan, probably Corolla, pull up in the driveway. He immediately recognized it as Elizabeth's car, and from there, everything took a turn for the worse.
he got mad because I make a report like twisted in my mom's car and everything.
Yeah.
And Liz, my girl, came and told my mom they want to burn the house and send somebody to shoot the house.
Okay.
And she went inside the room to check if she's there because he said, I want to go right now.
Okay. That cut on your lip right here, is that from earlier or is that from right now?
From right now.
Okay. So he comes up, did he come in the house or was he just outside this time?
I was outside.
You were outside, okay.
Yeah, she came and tried to take the phone away from me.
Were you on the phone with 911 when
Yes,
she tried?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
You can hear the screaming and everything.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am. This is the number.
That's her number?
Yes. And I don't want to leave my parents by themselves.
Yeah.
She called my mom and said she want to come and get her.
Okay. When was that? Before they got here?
Yes, before I got here.
He shows up, you're outside, you start arguing.
He just came out of the car.
Okay.
And just grabbed a piece of metal
Okay.
thing. He tried to grab that hammer thing right there. Too.
Okay. So he gets out of the car, grabs metal, and then comes at you?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's when I fell.
Okay, so you go running around along the house?
And I can't even walk or run anymore. And so I started just grab the knife and stuff like that.
Okay, but you found the knife on the ground when you were over there?
It was on the ground right there.
Okay, and it's that one. All right. And when you brought out the knife, what did he do?
He just stared there and throw that piece of metal.
Okay, so he saw the knife through it and then took off?
Yeah, took off.
All right, and then I take a couple pictures, okay?
Yeah.
It broke something.
Yeah.
Tweak something. You never know.
Exactly.
Did she get a picture of your lip earlier?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm right here.
Oh.
He's crazy about
They're nervous. They're nervous.
Yeah.
Iba a venir a matar a mí y a él, a los tres.
Okay.
Yo venía a matarnos, que a mí.
She comes up on the porch. You go to call. She tries to take the phone.
Yes.
Okay. You're trying to call us. She tries to take the phone. You won't let her. And then.
That motherfucker calling the police right now. Get off and
Okay. So.
Es que ella se enojó porque ya tienen en el banco que me sacaron el dinero. Vino ella a buscarme a mí porque pensaba que yo estaba sola, pero yo andaba barriendo la otra sala. Y a lo mejor me quería dar un golpe porque ya me había hablado que los iba a venir los tres y que iba a quemar la casa.
Págamela entonces.
Ajá.
Yeah.
Miedo yo porque nomás estoy yo sola con tu papá.
Hey, this is Officer Teskey. Who am I speaking with?
With her daughter. This is Diana. I live here in Florida.
Oh, okay.
My mom said that she's a little bit scared because they took my brother to the ambulance and they're staying by themselves. So she's scared to stay by herself right now with my dad.
Yes, ma'am. Is there a family member who might be able to come stay with them?
No.
The thing is that my sisters work. Nobody's around there.
Okay.
They're working right now.
So right now, your brother is going to the hospital. He messed up his knee, so he needs to have that looked at.
Oh,
a West Side unit is out with, is it Elizabeth? They found the car, so I think they're trying to talk to them, see what's going on.
By the time officers arrived, Israel and Elizabeth had already taken off, but the damage was done emotionally, physically, and within the family. What started as a fight over stolen money turned into a nightmare no one saw coming. After Sergio and his parents gave their statements, officers immediately put out an alert for Israel and Elizabeth. It didn't take long before both of them were tracked down and taken into custody.
Don't call him.
Maybe inside.
Where do you know where he's been today?
We go to the store, maybe 10 minutes.
What's your name?
My name is Maria. We live here.
Okay. How are you related to Israel?
My daughter, boyfriend. This is my daughter car.
Okay.
I have camera. Me call my daughter for her son. See, he said, turn it off. Maybe turn it off the camera, I don't know.
Okay.
I talked to the dad. He said it shouldn't be, but they have, this Israel kid has posted on his social media with weapons. Are they in the house or not? They can't confirm, but that's all they know about his involvement. In having a weapon. He would post them, but they haven't seen him inside the house.
Okay.
So it's basically 50-50.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that he's posted online with a gun before.
Right.
The front door with your hands up. You will not be harmed.
Empty. Hands empty.
Israel and Elizabeth, come out with your hands empty. You will not be harmed. This is Athens Clarke County Police Department.
Try using mine, because that's not very loud.
Israel, Elizabeth, it's not on. Israel and Elizabeth, come out with your hands empty. You will not be harmed. This is Athens Clarke County Police Department.
We don't get him. He's brother.
Going after him again. What's our feudants?
This has been going on since last year. He has multiple batteries. Like,
Yeah, I was looking at the report history when the Bolo came out. I was like, good Lord, one after another. All right, 40's up.
I see. I got one hand.
We got both in there, so I might need second hand.
You got hands in the back seat.
I see 2 hands. Let me see your head. You'll be all right.
Don't say that.
All right. Come on. Can you open the door and talk to him?
There we go.
Go ahead. Open it all the way up. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. You can get it.
There we're at.
It's okay. All right. Go ahead. Get down. On your knees. Listen. Hey. Listen to me.
You just watch the car. Okay, at this point, okay?
All right.
Okay, give me someone to cover the car while we're covering him.
Keep coming. Come on, listen. Just keep coming.
Keep coming.
Keep crawling.
Okay?
Keep crawling.
Good, thank you. And we're not going to hurt you either, okay?
Keep crawling.
Crawl right to here.
Keep on.
Crawl right to here. You hear me? Now get down on your stomach.
Lay down on your stomach. Superman.
Bradshaw, cover him for me. You guys need to be covering the vehicle. Okay, put your hands in your back for me.
Bradshaw, go to the Israel. They got the car.
Put your hands behind your back. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay. Here, we're going to get you up and we're going to walk you away.
Put your hands up.
Let's get them back there and keep talking.
Okay,
Sit on your butt. Put your knees in front of you. Put your knees in front of you.
You can do nothing, though.
All right, have a seat. Okay, well, we'll work all that out here in a minute.
Everything.
Okay, scoot all the way in.
Yes, sir.
I understand.
I don't want her to go to jail, man.
We'll get all that straightened away. She was just there, so we need to make sure she's not here first, okay?
All right, plug it. Yep. This is the Athens Clarke County Police Department. You're in here, announce yourself.
Call her by name.
This is the Athens Clarke County Police Department.
I'm going to get this one right here.
The Athens Clarke County Police Department, Elizabeth. Now with your hands up, you are under arrest.
That's clear.
Department, you're under arrest. Come out with your hands up and empty.
Elizabeth.
All right. You good, Nick? All right. Got a bedroom to the right, bedroom to the left.
Hold for just a sec. Hold for just a sec. Hey, Sergeant Blair, how much more you guys got on that side?
We're just finishing up a closet and we'll be out. Secondary.
Under the bed clear here.
I checked it. Just double checked spots that we haven't.
Making sure no one's being left behind. Get out here right now. Get out here right now.
Alright, you don't have to come out.
Get down on the ground.
I got hands.
Come on.
Okay, you might need
Get out.
I'm gonna get out. I only got a phone. Why am I getting charged with? What am I getting charged with? I didn't do anything.
Both suspects were booked on several serious charges, including aggravated assault, making terroristic threats, and trying to stop someone from calling 911 during an emergency. When cops interviewed them, neither Israel nor Elizabeth had much to say, just denial and attitude. But between the physical injuries, the 911 call, and the witness statements from Sergio and his parents, the case was looking solid. A driver was out on a treasure hunt at the bottom of a murky lake when he made a shocking discovery: a GoPro camera lost and buried beneath the water for 2 years. The camera itself was beat up and weathered, as you'd expect, but what blew his mind was that the memory card inside was still intact. Even more unbelievable, the footage was fully recoverable. When When the driver, a YouTuber named Rich Aloha, popped the memory card into his computer, he didn't just find random vacation clips. What he found was something deeply personal, the final recorded moments of a young man who lost his life way too soon. The footage showed 22-year-old Richard Ragland, full of life, laughing, splashing in the water, and goofing around with friends at a waterfall just 2 hours outside Nashville. You could tell he was having the time of his life, flying through the air on a zipline, smiling ear to ear. But tragically, that beautiful day ended in disaster. Richard drowned in that very lake, and his GoPro was lost with him. For 2 years, his family had no idea the camera or those moments would ever resurface. Rich Aloha had actually been tipped off by a park ranger, and somehow, against all odds, Rich found it. He watched the footage, realized exactly who it was, and reached out to Richard's family.
I'd been given a tip by a state park ranger that if I found a GoPro of an African-American male from 2017, that there was a chance that it would be the guy who drowned.
The reunion with the footage was incredibly emotional. For Richard's family, was like getting back a piece of him, something they never thought they'd see again. And really, how do you put into words what it means to return something like that? For Rich Aloha, who dives for lost treasures, this was hands down his most meaningful find.
They were just stunned, like they were just staring at the GoPro in disbelief. You just feel like you returned something so important to them that words can't describe how it feels.
As he put it, I don't think there's been a more impactful discovery.
I don't think there's been a more impactful find.
A memory card, a young man's last moments, and a family given something priceless. Sometimes what we lose in the water comes back with a story no one could ever expect.
Who's not responsive?
Girl in the middle.
Yeah. You guys need to move. Move!
At that very moment, a horrifying scene unfolded. An officer stepped into the room and found a young girl lying lifeless beneath her unresponsive parents. Time stopped. The silence was deafening. Though the girl was already gone, her parents, Music and Matthew, seemed completely unaware, frantically trying to save her, clinging to the belief that she could still be revived, but it was too late.
What's going on?
Some of the people in the room right here that aren't responding.
They're not responding?
So there's one that's not responding.
Where at? In this one? Who's here? Sheriff's office.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Not much. Sorry, I'm really stiff this morning. I can't sit upright.
Are you guys on anything?
No.
No? What?
No, I'm just really stiff from...
What's wrong with them?
He's tired, I think.
Is he awake?
He was awake. He moved from here over to there. He is awake.
Yep. Okay. Who's not responsive?
Not responsive? The girl in the middle.
The girl, she's responsive.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You guys need to move.
Yes.
Move. Oh, shit. You guys need to get up now.
Yeah.
Get up.
We're getting up.
Get up.
We're getting up. I'm getting up.
Let's go. Get up.
Yes. I'm getting up.
Let's go. Hurry up. Get up.
I'm going.
You guys need to get out. Yes, sir. Let's go. Hurry up.
I'm going.
Get up. Stand up. Stand up.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Stand up. Get up. Hurry up. You need to get up.
Got it.
Let's go. Get up.
I'm getting up.
Leave her alone. Do not touch her. Get up. Go get the other deputies now.
They should be out here.
Go get them. Let's go. Get up.
Hey.
What is it?
We got a 10-7.
Where?
Right here.
Who, kid?
Move. Get up. Yes.
Get up now! Get up! Get out! I don't care. Stand up.
Let's go. Where's your shoes at?
How long, Rondo?
Pretty old.
Check his vitals. Did y'all smoke dope?
Huh?
No. Bend it down.
Your leg hurts? Hey, send a 55 for him.
Check his vitals. Did y'all smoke dope?
Huh? No.
Fentanyl? What is it?
No, it's not fentanyl. We just fell asleep really hard. We're really stiff.
32 Central, start at 55.
Let's go. Want me to carry you? Come here. Come here. I'll carry you.
Start me at 55 Central.
We have a 55 en route. What's going on?
Okay, we have a possible 10-7 child.
Get him out here.
Stand up.
I'm not copying.
Stand up. Come on. Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
Where is this going?
Stand up! Now!
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you again! Stand up!
I'm standing up. I'm trying to stand up.
Give me the other arm.
Yeah. Ow!
I'm trying to stand up. I'm trying to stand up.
Dang it.
So me confused. So no fentanyl? What about meth? Right, just be honest with me because I need to be able to treat your kids.
My leg.
Your leg? Are you okay?
I'm just killed.
How old is your sister?
Just turned 5 yesterday.
She just turned 5? She's 10-7.
What happened?
I don't know.
God damn it. I got you. I got you, baby. Come on. I got you. I got you, baby. I know. Hey, she's still alive. Hey, start CPR. She's still alive. She's still alive. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Is there anybody behind me, sir?
No.
Hey, we gotta meet this. We gotta. Come on, baby. No, I can't. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hit it with it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Where's the adult?
I have one cuffed. Come on, baby. I don't know. It sounded like she was trying to gargle. I don't know.
Hands, please.
He was okay. He was breathing. He was moving at least. I looked at her and it was just... she was already gone. I felt her... I wasn't wearing gloves. I just felt her leg and she was stiff and cold.
Despite the devastating scene, no immediate arrests were made. For over 2 months, the couple remained free while investigators worked behind the scenes to piece together what really happened. What they uncovered painted a heartbreaking and infuriating picture, one of chronic neglect, unsafe living conditions, and a severe lack of supervision that had haunted this child long before her tragic death. Eventually, the evidence became undeniable. Matthew was charged with intentional child abuse, resulting in death and child abandonment. Music, the child's mother, faced similar charges, intentional child abuse resulting in death, along with an additional charge related to child endangerment. The accusations laid bare the horror that this little girl had been enduring behind closed doors. As of December 2024, their trial is still underway, but if convicted, both Matthew and Music are staring down life sentences. And for many watching this case unfold, that still doesn't feel like enough. It's yet another painful reminder that sometimes the worst kind of monsters don't hide in the dark. They live inside the very places that should have been safe. A twisted setup led to a brutal murder, and it all started with a lie. 25-year-old Rebecca Moore from Springvale Walk in Sheffield tricked 24-year-old Sakat Ali into thinking he was just meeting up with her for a casual link-up in the park during the early hours of March 9, 2024. But that meetup wasn't what it seemed, far from it. What Sakat didn't know was that Rebecca was setting him up. It was all part of a sick plan.
Could you just send me the photograph for this female, please?
As he arrived at the park, out of the darkness came two teenagers, Barney Griffin, 18, from Dixon Drive, and Jack Douglas, just 17, from Bright Homely Lane. Both were armed with machetes. In a matter of moments, they attacked Sakat, stabbing him to death in a scene that was as sudden as it was savage. Afterward, Moore tried to lie to the police about who she was, hoping to dodge responsibility for her role in the ambush, but the truth caught up with her fast.
It's not right.
I'll just...
Yeah.
What did you say your name was, sorry?
Lauren.
And your surname?
Smith. But,
Normal spelling?
yes, a
Yeah.
TH. But,
And what's your date of birth, please?
my date of birth is 18th of October,
Yeah.
1998.
Just come up to where I am, please.
What's going
Just
on?
take your hat off for me.
Oh. I am a chip, yeah, I know this one. Oh, I know it. I'm sure what's going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Your name's Rebecca Moore, isn't it?
Why?
You're
Oh,
Rebecca,
that's
right?
my working
At this
name.
time, Rebecca,
Wait.
listen to me, okay? So at this time, you're under arrest on suspicion of murder, okay? Because you're alleged to be involved in the murder of Saikad Ali, okay?
No.
This was on the 9th of March 2024, okay? So you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, okay?
Now all three are paying the price. Rebecca Moore has been handed a life sentence for a part in the murder, with a minimum term of 15 years before she can even think about parole. Barney Griffin admitted to the killing and to carrying a blade. He's been sentenced to 16 years behind bars. And Jack Douglas, though younger, played an equally deadly role. He's now facing 15 years in prison. A young man lost his life in the most senseless, violent way, all because of a carefully planned trap, and now 3 people, including 2 barely out of their teens, will spend their best years locked away for it.
Honestly, I can't believe that this happened tonight. This is...
I can believe it. I just watched how you were f***ing driving.
I'm so sorry, officer. What was your name?
What?
What was your name, officer?
The night of January 7, 2025, police responded to what looked like a minor crash. A man and woman at the scene said they were fine and didn't need help.
Oh, okay. You guys need an ambulance or anything?
No, everybody's okay. It was
Here's what we can do. We can get you checked out, okay? If you guys don't want to go to the hospital, you guys can refuse, okay? 331. Can you roll an ambulance this way?
just a little abrasion on my forehead.
Yeah.
I'm a medical student, so.
Oh, cool.
Central 393. Another vehicle here, 4021.
How old are you, man?
I'm turning 20.
Oh, you look young.
No, I completely understand.
But nearby, officers found a second car totaled with a man and his young daughter inside. The man was trapped and the girl who had no car seat was badly hurt.
Watch out, there's a kid in here.
I got it.
Watch his hand here, too.
331, can we get over here?
Hey, you alright?
What hurts? What hurts?
Boys, 5579, boy.
You alright? Where does it hurt?
Step it up.
Are you alright?
You okay?
Don't move, sir. Come on, sweetie. Hey, let's get her in the back of a squad car.
Watch out. This guy can't hear.
Yeah, he's not good enough.
Are you alright? Can you understand?
Yes, so can you get the ambulance to 4021?
Try not to move, okay, sweetheart? We got the ambulance on the way, alright? We got your little girl in the back seat. We're gonna have her checked out too, alright?
You're okay?
Yes. Yeah. I don't feel like I have a concussion or I'm not,
Yeah.
disorientated or anything. It was a genuine mistake. I can't believe that this happened.
You lost control or?
Like her and I just went out on a little joyride, and when I was stepping on the brakes, it was a little bit too late, and
I got you.
it was a mistake. I'm so sorry.
Girl, make sure she doesn't have any.
Do they know that this guy's trapped?
We're gonna help you. We're here to help you, okay? You guys have insurance in the vehicle, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we'll grab that when they pull it out.
My dad is a government agent, so.
Oh, cool. For where?
He works for the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency.
Emergency crews rushed in. The girl was taken to the hospital, and video footage later showed the car that hit them was doing 93 miles per hour just seconds before impact and ran a red light.
No.
She got it on film. They was going like 80, bro. Down Southwest Highway. I was inside. I just heard it. But when I came out, I saw them driving. I helped both of them out. The way they was talking to me, I knew what time it was.
No one else was in any of the other vehicles that I collided with? No one else?
Over there was one.
Are they okay?
They're checking on them right now.
Okay. But they're
we don't know. I haven't been over there, to be totally honest with you.
But they're still coherent and whatnot, right?
Yeah. They're okay over there? No, are they okay over there? Right now. All right, so you were driving eastbound, so you were driving a little fast.
I mean, you know, not more
than
10, 15 miles over the speed limit.
I got you.
You know, it was an honest mistake. I honestly, I can't believe that this happened tonight. This is.
I can believe it. I just watched how you were driving.
I'm so sorry, officer. What was your name?
What?
What was your name, officer?
Hey, did you see the video?
Yeah.
Where's that?
He's flying. She got a dash cam.
She got
flying past her, pulls through the red light, smokes his car.
Said he was going 10 over.
It's red, wait before he gets it.
That doesn't happen. So. Cool. So what
give these guys a story.
What happened exactly?
Yeah, Officer Harrison, 417, took my story.
Okay.
I was coming through here, going southbound on Cicero.
Okay.
And I must have been going like 55, 60 at most.
Okay.
And by the time I was hitting this light, it was yellow. I tried to, pump my brakes, especially.
The driver admitted to having a couple espresso martinis but brushed it off as a mistake, claiming he was only a little over the speed limit. A witness confirmed he seemed drunk and was speeding. The driver also said he was upset about his dad's terminal illness.
So just be straight with me, man. How much have you had to drink tonight?
Honestly, a couple hours ago I had, two or three drinks, but that was, 2 or 3 hours ago at this point.
Okay,
So.
what did you drink?
4 hours ago is only 2 espresso martinis.
Okay, 2
That's
espresso martinis.
4 hours ago.
Did you have anything else, like any type of
No.
drugs, like any weed, anything like that? Do you take any medication for anything, anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I don't take any medication.
Did you take any medication tonight?
No.
Okay. Where were you drinking at your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
How many did you have total tonight? I know you said a couple, like 2 to 3.
No, that's exactly as she explained it. Only 2 or 3. We just after that, my dad and I, just with everything that he is going on.
Yes, and I understand that.
It was an honest mistake, and it's so. I'm sorry.
This is where we're at. Okay, we got to make sure that you're okay to drive.
Yeah.
So.
If anything, we can, I can always call my Uber for us.
Here, I'll do it. You can observe, okay? All right. What you do is stand with your hands down at your side, your feet together, okay? I want you to follow the tip of my finger, the tip of my finger only. You can see that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally was just getting some gas. I was leaving this girl crib over here. I know my man on the gas station. I was getting some gas. I came out to get my phone because I was going to load my Bitcoin, and they sent a code to your phone. And I heard like, I'm like, who's speeding Oakland? And that motherfucker went, he f***ed up, bro. I feel bad because he f***ed up. I could tell by the way I was trying to help him. Like, he was looking like this. I'm like, bro, get out. Like, I don't know if the car gonna blow up. Just as a human, I'm trying to help him out.
No, you were doing the right thing. That's why I saw you, and I'm like, hey, I didn't know if you were in the taxi at first. And then
No,
I'm like,
I just wanted to help him as a human, bro, but he was lit, bro. Like,
but all these cars are.
That's f***ed up. No. That's f***ed up.
So here's what I can do is I can give you an opportunity to take a portable breathalyzer test. What that pretty much shows is your ability if you're able to drive or not. Are you willing to submit to one of those?
Whether it's me, I mean, at this point I'm not driving home, so it's going to be me taking Uber. So.
Okay. So are you able to take one of those, or?
I'm not sure if I want to without my lawyer present.
Okay. Well, as of right now, you're not under arrest. Asking you that, but just based off of the signs of impairment, I'm going to ask you to turn around and put your hands behind your back. Because now you're under arrest for DUI. Okay.
But the footage didn't lie. It showed reckless driving, so police opened a DUI case, Sadly, the man in the wrecked car died 3 hours later. His 7-year-old daughter survived but was critically injured with a fractured spine and lung damage. The driver was charged with felony reckless homicide and DUI. At a January 9 hearing, prosecutors asked to keep him in jail, but the judge released him under strict conditions: nightly curfew, random testing, and a breathalyzer in his car. A follow-up hearing on January 16 was set to decide if he could drive while awaiting trial. That decision hasn't been shared yet, but given how serious this is, it's likely he's not allowed to drive. It was Sunday afternoon, April 24th, 2022, when 10-year-old Lily Peters left her home in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. She was heading to her aunt's house, just a 3-minute bike ride away. Since her parents' divorce, Lily lived with her dad, Alexander, and weekend visits to her aunts were nothing out of the ordinary, but this time she never came back. As the sun began to set and the sky dimmed, Alexander noticed Lily hadn't returned. It wasn't like her to stay out late. He called his sister, thinking maybe Lily was still there, but she told him Lily had left over an hour ago. Alarmed, Alexander reached out to the parents of Lily's friends, hoping she'd make a stop on the way back, but no one had seen her. With dread rising, he searched the route Lily usually took, and by 9 p.m., he contacted police to report his daughter missing. Although authorities didn't issue an Amber Alert, they took immediate action. A search party was formed, drones were deployed, and rescue dogs were brought in to sweep the wooded area near the trail. A few hours into the search, Alexander stumbled on something no parent ever wants to see: Lily's bike, abandoned in a patch of woods near the trail, but Lily herself was nowhere to be found. The search intensified overnight, and by 8:45 a.m. the next morning, the news every parent fears arrived. A volunteer discovered Lily's body hidden beneath a pile of leaves just a few feet from the trail. Police ruled her death a homicide on the spot and launched a full investigation. For a while, they had nothing to go on until something strange happened. On Reddit's true crime forum, a user named HomesliceNation4 posted a chilling comment. They claimed they were in the park playing Pokemon Go that day and believed they'd seen Lily on her bike with another kid. They even said they had a gut feeling the killer might be another child. The comment was deleted shortly after, but another user had already contacted police. That tip turned out to be exactly what investigators needed. Within hours, police arrested 14-year-old Carson Petersberger, Lily's cousin. Under questioning, Carson confessed to everything. He admitted that he'd been planning the attack for months. That afternoon, he followed Lily as she left their aunt's house and led her off the trail into the woods. Once they were hidden, he punched her in the stomach, hit her repeatedly with a large stick, and strangled her until she stopped breathing. Afterward, he simply went home and pretended like nothing had happened. When the search for Lily began later that evening, Carson panicked. He returned to the woods, dragged her body farther from the original scene, and covered it with leaves in an attempt to hide what he'd done. Thanks to a single Reddit comment, the truth came out, and because of the brutality and premeditation of the crime, Carson is being charged as an adult. He remains in custody and is expected to go on trial in 2026. What began as a quiet Sunday afternoon turned into a nightmare no one could have predicted. Lily's family was shattered, and the community was left stunned by the cold, calculated actions of someone they never imagined capable. Susan Rainwater set off on her usual bike ride through Eatonville, Washington at about 3 p.m. on August 9, 2018. The 66-year-old had ridden that route countless times. So when dusk rolled in and she still wasn't home, her husband, David, knew something was wrong. He climbed into his truck and retraced the road she always took. Minutes later, he spotted the twisted frame of her bicycle in the grass. A few steps beyond, he found Susan on the ground, gravely hurt. She was already gone. Police arrived and pieced together what had happened. A car had slammed into Susan from behind and then sped away. No one had witnessed the crash, and there were no nearby security cameras. The only clue was a shard of black plastic lying near the bike. Troopers guessed it had snapped off the killer's vehicle, but they couldn't tell what kind of car it belonged to. They photographed the mystery part and, hoping for help, posted the pictures on Twitter and the department's website. The tweet didn't spread far, but someone copied the photos to the What Is This Thing subreddit. Within hours, the thread exploded with theories. Users agreed the plastic was a headlight bezel, the piece that frames the truck's headlamp assembly that narrows things down. Yet dozens of makes and models still used similar bezels. Then a Maryland state inspector, Ghost by Jeff's Nuts, online joined the discussion. He'd handled thousands of inspections and recognized the part instantly. He posted, "That's off a 1988 Chevy Silverado." He even highlighted the notch for the adjustment screw to prove it. Detectives ran with the tip. They searched DMV records for black 88 Silverados in the county and fanned out. 5 days later, they found a truck parked at a rural home. Fresh damage on the headlight mount matched the broken bezel. Inside the cab, they discovered a small bag of hard drugs. The owner, 37-year-old Jeremy Thomas Simon, first told them he'd fallen asleep at the wheel and thought he'd hit a deer. Press starter, he admitted he'd realized it was a person but didn't want to see a body, so he kept driving. Simon was charged with felony hit and run and vehicular homicide. In court, he changed his story again, claiming confusion and panic. Yet the judge noted he'd had months to come forward and never did. He was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison, far less than Susan's family hoped for, but better, they said, than no justice at all. With that one photo on the internet, one sharp-eyed mechanic, and a swarm of curious teenagers on Reddit, the driver who killed Susan Rainwater might have vanished for good. Instead, a fragment of plastic, a string of comments, and a husband's refusal to give up turned a cold trail warm and put a name to the crime. In 2024, a horrifying scene unfolded in England when an 18-year-old stormed into Taylor Swift-themed dance class and began stabbing several young girls.
Down there, the spray shop. We cash it card, mate. Spray shop? Number 34A, yeah. We cash it card, mate. We cash it card, mate.
Surveillance footage captured Axel Rudu Cabana arriving at a Southport dance studio just moments before carrying out a brutal attack. 3 young girls, ages 6, 7, and 9, were killed. 8 others were injured. In 2025, Cabana was convicted of 3 counts of murder and 8 counts of attempted murder. He was sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole for at least 5. A shocking incident unfolded when a father violently attacked a Department of Child Services (DCS) caseworker who had arrived to remove his daughter from his custody. In a disturbing turn, the man attempted to strangle the worker and allegedly try to kill them during the confrontation. On November 5th, 2024, 32-year-old Denadre Terrell Johnson live-streamed himself on Facebook as he visited the Arizona Department of Child Safety. He was there to speak with a caseworker overseeing his custody battle for his 9-year-old daughter. But when he found out that the caseworker had already spoken to his daughter without his knowledge and had gathered information that could jeopardize his chances of keeping custody, Johnson snapped. His anger quickly escalated into a violent outburst. Johnson caught the caseworker off guard and violently put him in a chokehold, strangling him until he lost consciousness, all while continuing to live stream the assault.
DCS, I want to introduce you so that we can have a proper introduction on this. I want to introduce you. Don't be afraid. You hold a public position. You was dead me. You was a dead me. The moment you took my daughter in that room and you couldn't tell me, you couldn't show me video or this is for any worker that think that they can put my daughter and think they ain't got to talk to me. You was a damn man.
The terrifying scene unfolded in the building's lobby, and it wasn't until another employee happened to arrive that the caseworker had any chance of escape.
Go ahead, call the cops. I'll be waiting.
Anybody else think it's okay to take little girls in the room? Anybody else think it's okay? Huh? Is it okay to take little girls in the room? The it's not. I don't give what position y'all hold. You take my in the room, this is what will happen to you. You still breathing? Back up. No. I called the cops already. And they didn't want to do nothing. I couldn't. Nobody take my daughter to. No, I didn't. He's still breathing. I ain't making.
Shockingly, Johnson came back moments later to resume choking the unconscious caseworker, only stopping when other employees began screaming at him to let go. Even as he bragged on livestream that he wasn't scared of police, he fled the scene before officers arrived. He was tracked down and arrested 3 hours later. The caseworker suffered life-threatening injuries but ultimately survived. Johnson now faces multiple charges, including attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault, unlawful flight from law enforcement, and disorderly conduct. As of this recording, a conviction has not yet been announced. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.